Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 27th of February. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Generation Development Group, Integral Diagnostics, Ramsey Healthcare, AirTasker and Lendlease. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter, but our best recommendations come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you're getting that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like our personal help with managing your portfolio, then please give me a call, and the advice here is general only. So this is the daily chart of GDG. As we could see, going back past year, fantastic uptrend. Really nothing negative about the way it's trading. These are the sorts of stocks that you want to be holding. Most recently, we could see that it gapped up, very strong volume, and since then there's been a lot of volume going through the stock. So volumes have strengthened. That's a positive sign. So it's just a case of running a trailing stop. So I think something like a 20-day moving average should do the trick, and you just want to stay in this one as long as you can. IDX, so we could see, during the past year, generally trending high, not really anything too wrong with the way it was trading before sort of yesterday's drop there. So, what we had here was basically, what looked like a bit of a consolidation, and then big sell-off yesterday. So huge trading range, of course, so it can make it very tricky now to try to trade this thing. Ideally you want to see small trading ranges like that. Look, I think too soon to buy. I think if you're holding it, the fact that it closed near the highs of that big trading range is a positive, and then I think it's just a case of we need to see whether it can hold in here. So if it starts, trading lower and lower and lower, then that's not a great sign. You might want to be getting out. But if it could generally hold in here, then look, at best it'll probably trade sideways for a while. So I think it's too early to buy, but if it can hold in, then it just means that it might trade sideways before it's ready to get going again. Ramsey Healthcare, well, if we look at the weekly chart, we can just see it's been downtrending. So nothing to get excited about. Long-term downtrend. I mean, shorter term, we could see a bit of divergence here with the RSI. So RSI bottomed out in November while the share price went to a new low. It means we could get a bit of a short-term bounce, but I think that it looks like any bounces get sold into. So not looking to, I think it's way too early to be looking for a buy. And if anything, if you're a holder, you might want to sell on a bounce. AirTasker. Look, over the past year, it's generally been trading pretty well. So you've got, so we could see a big impulsive move up on volume, and then it consolidates on next to no volume, then it gets going again on good volume, and so on. The negative is it took out this previous low. So you've got your highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then this was the previous low and it broke that. So now it looks like could be in danger, could end up trending lower. For the moment, it does seem to be finding some support. So we've got like a bit of a bounce here, a bit of sort of bouncing off the lows. So I think at best, maybe it trades sideways. Maybe it starts to crack these high levels, and you could be looking at a re-entry. But I think if you didn't get out on a trailing stop and you're still in it, just use these lows as your nearby stop level now. So if it is finding support, it needs to hold these, but if it starts breaking those, then it's just going to continue trending lower. Lendlease, finally, long-term downtrend. So this is a weekly chart. Not a stock that you want to be in. Daily chart. Look, we could see, again, it's just It looked like it was moving, and then because it's been in a downtrend and everyone's losing money, everyone's trying to get out on a bounce. So, you know, deep selling and sort of struggled to move higher. And then we could see in the past sort of few days or so, it's been belted back down pretty quickly to this level. So not one that you want to be looking for a buy anytime soon, I think. If you're stuck in it, I think essentially, look, it's not a good sign. It's back near $6. It'll probably break that and fall. I think that's just going to be your nearby stop level. So keep a tight stop, and yeah, not one I'd be looking at buying. Okay, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and we'll try to cover it next Thursday for you.